Coming off of a much-needed bye week, the Seattle Seahawks are ready to get back to work as they hit the road to take on the Philadelphia Eagles for Week 12. Now, the Seahawks have a lot of respect for this Eagles team, who have a deceiving record sitting at 5-5 following a disappointing loss at home to the New England Patriots.
Had a good break. Guys really got the most out of it, enjoyed the time to get away for a bit and come back feeling pretty good physically, and so we got to get back to work and recapture the tempo and the mode that we need to be in. There's a challenge to that, and we got to make sure we handle it really well. We're going against a team that we have a lot of respect for. This is the team that knows how to win. They've had great history. They've got experienced players across the board, really well-balanced football team, and just an eyelash from being on top of this whole thing. So very serious challenger, and we got to be ready. So we got a lot of work to do.
The record doesn't show, how talented they really are. I think that when you turn on the film, you think, man, these guys are flying around. They're all over the place. They've won some big games. They've lost some tough ones too. So I think the reality is they've got all the players that they've had for the most part, when they won the Super Bowl for the most part, and they got a lot of other, talented players that they've brought in.
The Eagles offense struggled in their last outing. For the second time this year, they were only able to put up 10 points on the board. Quarterback Carson Wentz and the offense had a hard time getting anything going, but the Seahawks are not taking him lightly.
This is a really good player. He's tough. He's hard to sack. He runs the ball well when he takes off. He does a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of offense that he can handle, and he can move the ball over the field. Big arm guy. The thing I've liked about him, and I thought you could tell right away in his first time really playing, consistently, that he's a real competitor, and he makes things happen, and he makes winning plays happen, and he contributed so much to their championship a while back and all that. So I have a lot of respect for this guy.
He's a strong arm. He's a big guy. You watch him on film, you really got to hit him and wrap him. He's almost like Ben Roethlisberger. He's not going down on first contact, and he's extending plays. He's fast, athletic, and he said he has a cannon. He can make all the throws. So we got to put that heat on him. Make him uncomfortable in the pocket, and so our DBs make it easier on them.
Wentz's favorite weapon to throw to is tight end Zach Ertz, who leads the team in receptions and receiving yards. They also have some big-bodied receivers in Alshon Jeffrey and Nelson Aguilar, but both receivers are on the team's injury report, making their availability for Sunday unknown.
They're bigger physical guys. Alshon Jeffrey's back. Nelson Aguilar is still doing his thing. So I think they're just a bigger group, and Carson Wentz complements them a lot.
The Eagles' offensive line is touted as one of the best in the league and will provide a good test for the Seahawks' defensive front. That being said, the last couple weeks, teams have been able to get pressure on Wentz. The QB has been sacked 9 times in the last 2 outings.
I think they got one of the best lines in the league, top 2 or 3 in the league to me, with Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks, and Peterson. A savvy vet in the league, been in it for a while. Lane Johnson just keep getting better. Brandon Brooks, I played with him in Houston. He's an all-pro player. I thought he's been an all-pro since I played with him. Very physical, big guy. Like I said, it's going to come down to us playing physical football for a whole 4 quarters and just keep giving that effort to finish plays. And that's what it's going to come down to, offensive line versus our defensive line.
The Seahawks defense welcomes the challenge. They're looking to build off the performance they had in their last game, where the pass rush came alive. The defense had one of their best games with 5 sacks, 10 QB hits, 8 passes defended, and 3 turnovers.
I think it was a little bit of everything. I felt like the D-line was in the backfield the whole game. Clowney having the game that he having obviously affected the way they threw the ball. The safeties coming down, coming down, being part of the run fit. Us kind of getting everybody lined up, playing downhill. I think it was a combination of us coming together and understanding what we were going to face and stepping up to the challenge. We felt like going into the game, there was a lot of talk about their defense. And so we wanted to be the best defense on the field that day.
Looking at the Seahawks offense, they face another tough test with an experienced Eagles defense. The Eagles have allowed 17 points or less in their last 3 games.
In terms of their defense, they got a lot of talent, a lot of vets too. Guys who really know what they're doing. I think about Cox. I think about Graham. I think about Jenkins, great player. I think about McLeod in the back end. I think about all the guys that they have, the versatility at corner. they're linebackers, even though they're young, and they can really fly around and make some plays. So we got to be ready to roll. And then even Vinny Curry comes in the game, and he's really a starter. You know, when you think about the kind of player that he is over the years. So we just got to be on our stuff and make sure that we're prepared for what you know Coach Schwartz is going to do and all the different things that he does in terms of his play calling and everything else.
Chris Carson and the Seahawks rushing attack will face another stout run defense. The Eagles are giving up only 86 yards on the ground, which ranks 4th in the league.
I think we've always been a great running team, and then really with Coach Solari, I think he's done a great job with the guys up front. I think our guys have taken the responsibility of trying to be great up front. I think you go back to last year, you know, we're #1 rushing team in the league. So, you know, we're a pretty good running team. You know, we got a lot of great players up front. There's those big guys up front.
Well, the Seahawks already have a franchise-best 5-0 record on the road, and they're looking to improve upon that on Sunday. Well, just a reminder, kickoff for this game has been moved up to 10 a.m. Pacific. You can watch it live on Q13 Fox or listen to it on the Seahawks Radio Network.